Prairie Trail Readathon. I found out about this and I was really excited about it, and I need to explain why. Not only did I play the original version of Oregon Trail and the second version of Oregon Trail, I've always been fascinated with pioneering and homesteading and living on a prairie. And it's probably because I've always had a fascination with the Laura Ingalls Wilder series. I have read so many books about prairie life and I'm fascinated with it. And I love even dressing in prairie style type outfits. I have had many, many photos. When I was a vintage fashion blogger, I wore a lot of things that were prairie style. There were two teams for this readathon. There's Team Oregon and there's Team California. I'm Team California, which I absolutely love because I went to California 4 years ago and I loved it. I went to San Diego. I really loved it. We went to Old Town to learn about the history there, and it was like fascinating to me. I'm Team Alma, and because she is the one in charge of Team California and Anne is in charge of Team Oregon. I was saying, well, how do I actually play this game? Like, how do I choose my prompts? These are the prompts. I'm sorry that the lighting is a little bit weird from my desktop. It's not as bright. So this is the map that we have. So there are 10 choices, I believe, and I will show you. These are the different prompts that you could see here. We'll go back to this. So I have printed out all of the cards for this and I'm going to shuffle them. This is scary, guys. I'm afraid. So I have printed out the game instructions so I could try to understand this better. So this is what I made for it. Using a lot of stickers, I already had like this buffalo sticker, the bear sticker. I had this axe sticker. It was like a deer. I was like, okay, what do we kill when we play the Oregon Trail? And I've got a frying pan so we could cook them. You know, I remember like the bear is like 300 pounds of, anyway, 1 book per challenge must be completed in order for it to count. Challenges can be repeated or completed more than once. So each reading challenge has a minimum of a point reward. So you only get a point if it's a theme, if it's themed for this. Otherwise, you get 1 point if it's not themed, but you get like 4 points, 5 points. There are 10 bonus points at the end. Strategy will be to earn 55 points maximum amount. I'm so confused. Honestly, I am actually really confused. Anne has her thing. She just posted a thing. Oh, here we go. Why do I have this page? I'm missing a page. The page that I need, which says what each thing is. I'm printing it right now. I do actually have it written out though. Anyway, now I have the page though to help me out. Wait, I'm so confused. There are green cards and black cards, but I have to choose. Okay, so I have to choose 10 cards total. That's what it is, right? So shuffle these a little bit more for you guys. If they were actual cards, I could shuffle these better, but they're not. I've been shuffling these the whole time. The first one, okay, I'm scared. 12 miles a day. What's that? Read while on vacation. Yes. Oh, it says you could they could be chosen intentionally. Injury. Oh no. Read a book that might trigger you. I don't get easily triggered, honestly, but this will be interesting to try to figure out. I do have a list of books that I want to read. I do have one. I know something that might trigger me. I'm not telling you what I'm reading yet because when I read them, I will tell you. Oh my goodness, I got dysentery, guys. Read a comforting book. So these are only 2 points. I need better points. Injury is 5 points, so that's good. Stranger danger. Read a book about a real person. Excellent. There's one that I was looking forward to doing for this, so I will do that. Fort. Reread a favorite. I don't reread books. I have one book I'm rereading right now that I read years ago. It is very rare for me to do a reread. I am not going to do this one. I'm going to skip this. Sorry. So then we have enemy attack. Try a genre you don't normally read. I read every genre. As you see my variety. This doesn't suit me. This helps someone that just reads like one type of book. But this is worth 4 points. Like I read everything, guys. I'm so sorry, team. I don't stick to one genre. Next one. Fire. Okay, this is 3 points. Read a book that's highly recommended or 5-star prediction. You know what? I think there's one that I will do for this. Loneliness and isolation. Now I have to do the activity challenge cards too, right? How many am I supposed to do of activity? 1 book per challenge, no crossover. You need to choose 10 different challenges to earn 10-point bonus at the... Okay, that's easy. This is read an epistolary book. This says I could read letters or journal entries. So I have definitely ones in there. Oasis. Read any book you want. Awesome. River crossing. Read a book set in summer. Okay, well, I'll have to look into that. Oh, here's the mountain pass. Nonfiction. This is 5 points. Awesome. 1 more. Oh, Sod House. Social media fast. That's easy for me, actually. I am I could easily go without the internet. So a social media fast, that's nice. But then I need another book, right? Then that's not me reading anything. Oh, but it is. But how much points is this? Oh, 5 points. Cool. So I have injury, dysentery, stranger danger, 12 miles a day, fire, loneliness and isolation, oasis, river crossing, mountain pass, and sod house. I'm gonna keep them in my journal here. So that would go here. Okay. So this is it. This will be all throughout August on top of my summer bingos that I'm doing. And oh my goodness, on my summer reading list that I actually feel like I have hardly gotten into yet because I'm doing all these bingos. Maybe I did too much overachieving for this summer. We'll see what happens. I do have some that I could do in September for my summer reading at least. All right, guys, this will be fun. Hi, everyone. Today is July 14. It's been a really rough week for me, to be honest with you. There's been a lot going on in my family. There was a death of my aunt, been like nonstop. If you've recently seen some of my vlogs, you know there's been a lot of problems with loss lately. Despite all that, there has been something that's been really touching and amazing. I didn't know that my last vlog would have such an impact on people. While I was making that vlog about talking about getting rid of your books and why do you have all these books that you're not going to read. And my mindset when I made that was to inspire people to think. That's all it was, just to get them to think about their possessions, to think about what they need, what they don't need, and the fact that in our booktube culture, it is very much a popular thing to just overconsume and just constantly buy, and have books that maybe you aren't even going to read that end up just being put on your shelf for years. And it had to do with me having discussions with my husband, us watching different things and our hearts being heavy, and then just being renewed by the scriptures that were coming to my mind while watching these videos that I wanted to just share. I actually thought people would be angry with me. A lot of people, I thought they were going to just be so mad at me. And while a lot of people didn't agree with my thought processing, which is what I figured would happen, there were a lot of people that got inspired to take action. And so when I saw that action and people messaging me or sending me pictures of their unhauls of their books, I was just like, wow, people just sending me messages saying, hey, that impacted me and I don't know what to do with it yet. Like there were some messages like that. I just went back to this spot so you could see that she is unhauling her stuff. This lovely lady, she was actually, I think, the first comment I got for this video that morning after I posted it too. And she sent me messages and she shared on her Patreon about her getting rid of stuff. And then she was just telling me all these ideas she had. The next few days after my video, she was keeping me updated. Then she told me about a woman named Frankie who unhauled all of these books. I was like, wow. And it's like around 500 books. So that was like impressive. Yeah, this was sent to me by Kay when she was unhauling some of her stuff and putting them in boxes and telling me about it. I did challenge people at the end of my video to just think about it and to maybe get rid of some of their books. And I know it is hard to get rid of your stuff. I have been there. I have gotten rid of stuff. And I know I've gotten, since then, there are some other comments that people had left me saying like, hey, I want to learn more about minimalism. So I do actually have, my main channel is about minimalism. It's about different things. I have vlogs and stuff there too. But I do have a lot of videos about minimalism. And I've been on hold on there for a little bit just because of all the losses, and it's been hard for me to focus so much on those because those actually take me a lot more time to work on compared to my booktube channel. I do have a video that I will be working on that has been asked of me of my top favorite minimalist books. I'll talk about that soon, and that will be out within the next month or two. So if you could just be patient with me as I do my best with this. So yes, thank you so much. Right now, because this is hot cocoa and books, I just finished my cocoa before recording, which was silly of me. I should have waited and kept it here. Hi, today is July 28th. We're having another storm. This is different from the one that you guys saw with my thunder video. So I wanted to change just like a couple things. I was looking over what I had for this wonderful readathon that I'm doing, and I'm going to be changing up just a couple things. So I don't know what order I'm going to read these in because it really matters what I get from the library, and I got to read in order of what the library has available because there are some books that I have to get from other libraries sent to my library, and hopefully they won't take 2 weeks to arrive. Changing for this readathon. So I'm changing two 2 cards, these cards here. So that means sod house is out and 12 miles a day. So hunting, this one specifically is to read a book with 500, 400, 300, 200, or 100 pages. So I chose a 400-page book. I'm not really worried about the points so much, but the book choice that I had for the one, I'm changing it a little bit. So that's why I wanted to do that, because I was looking over my book list that I want to read. Desert Crossing. Okay, this is to read a book set in summer. So I have one that I found set in the summer. I don't know exactly how many points these are going to be altogether. I have 5, 10. It's like 35 points, I think, total that I have. I don't know exactly how this game goes with points. So far, I have 4 books, 2 are digital, 2 are not, from the library that I'll be reading first. I actually had been wanting to read this one a while, so you are getting a little glimpse. Read lots of books on Laura Ingalls Wilder, and so I love that this is annotated. There are pictures throughout, so this will be fun. My plan for this one is I'm going to start this one slowly and read it while I read all the other books. I'll have this book for 3 weeks. I just took it out. 3 weeks is plenty for me. I usually read books in like 1 to 4 days as it is. If I just spread it out, I could read this in probably like 10 days spread out. And then Across the Wide and Lonesome Prairie. See, a lot of people are going to read this one, so that would be fun to see their thoughts on it. And all these books I read in like a day and a half. That will be interesting. Pioneer Girl will be my Stranger Danger, read a book about a real person. And this one will be Loneliness and Isolation, for letters or journal entries, an epistolary book. And I'm sure that's what a lot of people are doing for both of those books. All right. And then my other 2 books I got from the library that are digital, I won't say what they are right now. I ordered a book that's been on my to-read list for like 2 years that works for this. And that will be the book that I want to read, because I've been wanting to read it for a while. So that's coming. So that's the only book I'm purchasing from it, because my library doesn't have it at all. That's the one I want to read. Otherwise, right now, I'm reading The Blossoming Summer, which I am using to replace another book that I decided I don't want to read, which I'll talk about when I review this book. I'm only 100 pages in, but I'm about to go like sit for 2 hours to read more. So for all I know, I'll be almost done, if not finished with it, by the end of the day. This one I saw actually on book lists for different things. There might have been 2 people that I saw review it just like this week. And I was like, yes, it's the book I've been wanting to read. And so my library had it. It was available. So when I went to get these other books, I'm like, I'm going to get this because I'm going to replace the other book for my summer reading. So I'm liking it so far. I won't tell you much about it. It's kind of sad right now. These things, if you're like, why does she have packages? In my last vlog, I brought up my minimalism stuff. So I just wanted to show you that since that month has passed, like the books that I showed you. So now I have, these are all going to be in little free libraries. I tried to see if Paperback Swap would take any. No one wants them right now, so I'm not in the mood to wait. I want these out. So I'm going to go to Little Free Libraries tomorrow. The only one that you didn't see me review, there's a book that I DNF'd that's in here. And then there is a book that my mother-in-law had given to my husband. And I was like thinking about reading it. And then when I looked through it, I was like, I'm not really interested. And he wasn't interested. So I asked her if she wanted it back. She said no. So I'm going to put it in a Little Free Library. This whole bag is going. Stuff that I'm going to bring to the secondhand bookstore. I plan to go next week. This includes some of my sister-in-law's manga. And it's funny because my last video, I did bring up China Dolls being a book that you would see me talk about in a review unless I DNF it, and I DNF'd it. I was kind of sad about that because I found out there was a lot of sexual content in it, and I did not check that before I put it on my reading list for the year. And so those are all of those books. So yeah, this is my usual every couple months if I buy any books or get any thrifted or from Little Free Libraries or from Paperback Swap, they go back into the cycle. So only a few of those are brand new that I had bought. This one, Paperback Swap, someone wants it. That's D is for Daisy. This is a book I DNF'd that I had been wanting to read for a while, and I started reading it. Oh my goodness, guys. I was so appalled at the spot I got to. I got 75 pages in, and I was so sad because I was really enjoying the story. And then when this one horrible scene started, I kept thinking about it, and I was like, I can't keep this book. So anyway, you're not even finding out what this book was. I never showed it to you. Sorry, the thunder is bothering him again. These are all the books I have that I own right now, or the only books that I own other than the 5 that I keep, though one of them that I'm reading right now to my family, which is the narrative of Frederick Douglass. Okay. So I'm going to donate it when I'm done. So let me show you the books that I have right now. This one I did buy. This is one of the books on my reading year I waited. I only have like 15 books left to read. This one the library didn't have, so Leaving Silence will be a quick read when I get to it. I don't know when I'll get to it. Maybe September or October, possibly November, and then it will be done. I'll have it gone.
Yes.
Heartwood Hotel, A True Home, and I've been wanting to read it a while. This will be a quick read. This is on my autumn list, so there's a sneak peek. Don't touch that, please. This I got from Paperback Swap, Letters of Trust. I've been wanting to read this a while. It is a series. Got this one for free. I don't know when I'm going to read this, so this one might just be a little bit if I have some time here and there, but it will be there. I will definitely read it soon. This one was sent to me by someone, and I've been putting it off. Balzac and the Little Chinese Seamstress. I don't even know what the content is in it. I don't even know what it's about. I don't know if I'm going to read it or DNF it. That was given to me by someone that thought I would like it. The New Anabaptist, also my library didn't have on my reading list for the year. This one I think I showed that I got from the secondhand bookstore my last time going there. I think some of you even commented, oh, I love that book. This I plan on reading. Once my Pioneer stuff dwindles down, this is going to be a quick read. And then this book I've been wanting to read since I heard about it, and this was sent to me by Kay, who was unhauling loads of her books and showed me like a pile and asked if I wanted any. I said, actually, I want one. I plan on reading September, the end of August, maybe. These are the only books I have right now as a booktuber. Those are my only books. There was another person that had posted a lovely video, Whitney. She said that she had like over 300 books that she had unread on her shelves, and I really appreciated her video. So it was really great to see like people made videos. Amanda made a video about unhauling, and it was just like, I loved seeing them so much, seeing people inspired. They wanted to do something about the convictions that they felt when I was talking about owning too much. Today I was reading 2 Kings with Hezekiah, and he was showing off all of his possessions. And I was thinking, well, this is totally what we do on social media. We show off all of our possessions, and then everyone knows what we have, and people delight in their stuff. Then Hezekiah was told, like, you know, you care so much about your stuff. One day your kids and their kids, they're going to be taken by Babylon, and none of the stuff that you have is going to them, and they're going to be eunuchs, and no one will care about them, and they'll be slaves of Babylon. And he's like, that's okay, as long as I can keep living the way I am. And I was like, wow, we are living like Hezekiah in this generation. How Hezekiah was good at first, and then after he was given extended life, then Hezekiah started going downhill, being obsessed with his money and his possessions. So let us not become like that. And even I have to make sure that I keep myself in check, that I will not become materialistic like I once had been long ago. Because that was a really bad place to be, and I was not happy at all. My stuff brought me no joy. This little guy gives me lots of joy. So people should give you the most joy. All right, well, I'm glad that you're with me during the thunder. I'm going to probably have some cocoa now, though. Yeah, if any of these books that you see here, if in the future you want one of these books, you tell me. Honestly, guys, whenever you see me holding a book that, usually my library books, if they're hardcover from the library, they're usually glossy. If I get them from the library, they'll keep them like this and only have a thing on the corner on the bottom. So you would have to look for that for my videos. If you ever see me talking about books that have no little library label that you can see, let me know and I'll send you a book. I like reading them, and then I like passing them on. Have a great day.